Some of us used to feel bad about Penny getting stuck with BB and CC all the time. Imagine Dijonay with her 8 brothers and sisters.
Dijonay, when you gonna get your own room? When the 4 of them go to college? Well, they know me. They're my brothers and sisters.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm back with another Proud Family video, and this is going to be about Dijonay. Now, for a full character analysis of Dijonay, I did that a few months ago. You can check that out up here and in the description box. This specific video is going to be about the parentification of Dijonay and how that may have affected her personality, the way she acts, the way she treats her friends, the way she treats Penny.
Dang, Dijonay, can't you control your brothers and sisters? No, can you?
Not to say that the way you get raised or, you know, what you have to deal with at home is an excuse for like nasty, bad, malicious, backstabbing, non-friendly behavior with your friends, because they don't got nothing to do with your home life. But I feel like in Dijonay's case, there's cause and effect. Now, to jump straight into it, most of us should know about the character Dijonay Jones. We know her as Penny's ratchet best friend, and she's loud and she's obnoxious and likes to be center of attention. But there's reasons for that, and you know, she's selfish. There's reasons for that. Another running gag with the show is how Dijonay has 8 brothers and sisters. She's the oldest one, and they're all named after spices: paprika, Tabasco, cinnamon, nutmeg, and Dijonay named after Dijonay mustard.
She just appears to be just a little bit ghetto to me. A little bit ghetto, you know, a little bit hood.
Now, because Dijonay is not the main character like Penny, she's like one of the second tier characters. You don't really get to see her home life like that. A few times they showed her home life, you got to see it through the eyes of Penny and through the chain triplets.
We don't want no silly stories. We want to wrestle. Let's get 'em.
Where it makes you be like, wow, just imagine what Dijonay had to go through. And like most of y'all know, I use these episodes of the Proud Family, I use these topics from the Proud Family to talk about real life issues or real life topics, right? And this thing is all about parents having too many kids that they can take care of. And that may seem like a rare thing to run into somebody. Oh, I got 8 brothers and sisters. I got 11 brothers and sisters. I got, you know, the most some people will have is maybe 2, 3. But still out there, especially back in the day, you know, the early 1900s, that used to be a thing where a couple will have like 10 kids, 11 kids, 12 kids, 26 grandkids. Like, you know, that was a thing.
Hold up, wait. Oh my God, hold up.
And my thing is, do y'all think that's irresponsible to keep having kids that you know you can't take care of, that you know you're not going to be financially responsible for?
Down like that, okay?
Is it fair to put that burden on the oldest sibling? You know, when they get a certain age, it's like, oh, Dijonay, you can start watching your brothers and sisters now. Now, me and your father, we're going to go out, we're going to have a good time. You know, we're going to watch that new Medea movie and go out to dinner. We'll be back in about 4 or 5 hours. Oh, cinnamon, nutmeg, hot sauce, Tabasco, pepper. Make sure you listen to your sister. All right, bye.
Not on my watch.
I don't really think that's fair. The same thing when I did the video about the parentification of Penny, where she was always stuck with BB and CC. It's like, okay, she's the oldest sister, they're babies, but that's not her fault that y'all decided to have kids after her. You're old enough to watch them. Oh, just please give your father and me some time. We need to go out. We want to go out. Can you just watch them? It's like, okay, it's up to her to watch them, right? But then it's like, you're not giving her a choice. Oh, that's the least you could do is watch them for us. We don't ask much of you. You don't got to pay rent. Can you just watch your little brother and sister? But it's like all the time. She can't even hang out with her own friends because she's watching the twins, or she got to bring them along with her, bring the stroller. And it's like a burden. And watching your younger siblings shouldn't be a burden, but it can become one when it's excessive.
We need you to babysit the twins.
Again? That's 2 weekends in a row. This is so unfair. Why do I always have to change my plan? Hey, Penny, let's go. I have to babysit the twins. Again? Dang, girl.
Imagine Dijonay having to do that with 8 brothers and sisters. And BB and CC weren't the easiest to watch, but have y'all seen those clips with Dijonay's brothers and sisters? This is what Dijonay has to deal with every day. You know, when she's with her friends, that's like her safe space, I guess you could say. That's like her relief from the burden. Neighbors at Penny's house, she let Penny deal with it. That was a break from dealing with all of them by herself. This goes back to that episode where we saw the Chain triplets had to babysit them and watch them because they switched places with Dijonay for the cultural exchange. Dijonay went with their father. The Chain triplets went with Dijonay's parents. And what happened? Dijonay's parents made the Chain triplets babysit and watch all of Dijonay's siblings while they went out.
You're not gonna leave us alone with them, are you?
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. They harmless.
Oh, come on, Carmel. The movie starts at 8. I mean, the grocery store closes at 8.
Now, kids behave while me and your daddy go grocery shop.
Dijonay had to go through that every day. There's some kids, some teenagers out there who have to go through that every day, watching all of their brothers and sisters, the younger ones, they all over the place, they don't listen. You know, some of them already don't respect the parents. You think they're gonna respect the older sibling? And this is the thing with parents, you know, a couple having all these children. You already know 2 or 3 children was hard enough. You didn't have the money for all of them. You're gonna have 3, 4, 5 more?
Oh my God.
Then within the children, you can see the different age gaps. Dijonay being the oldest one, so it's like every 2 years you have more kids and more kids and more kids. So it's kind of like, damn. This is the thing where it's like, when you find out you're pregnant, you know that's a woman's choice. That's, you know, as a couple you can make that choice, but it's like you gotta make the choice. Can we take care of this baby? You know, if it's your first one or if it's your 8th one, can we take care of this baby? Should I give this baby up for adoption? You know, those are hard choices, but you gotta make the best choice because it's like, it's not fair. And this can even go to a lot of people that adopt a lot of kids, you know, from the foster care system, different things like that. You taking on all these kids because, you know, you can potentially get a check from it, but then, you know, you can't really provide for all these kids. You got all these kids from the adoption agency, all these kids that were, you know, naturally birthed. Can you take care of them?
Calm down, sit down.
Is that fair for your kids to not get the food, shelter, development, and attention they need because you want to keep having kids that you know you're not able to look after like that? Do y'all have stories with that? Whether it's like a personal story or somebody you know, where it's like y'all all fighting for attention, y'all all fighting for the food, or, you know, it's that thing where y'all all fighting to use the bathroom, or y'all all gotta share one room or 2 rooms. Like, that's not the best way to live. And this is all because the parents wanted to keep having kids they know they weren't able to properly take care of.
Could somebody please make it make sense?
And like I was saying earlier, this could be another reason why Dijonay is selfish, why she's so loud, she likes to be the center of attention, because she doesn't get that at home. So when she's out at school with her friends, she overcompensates for the lack of it when she's at home watching her 8 brothers and sisters fighting for the attention of her parents. Because as most of y'all know, very rarely does a family of 8, 9, or 10 become successful or wealthy like the Jackson 5, for example, where you have all these kids and one or both of the parents sees that they have some talent, so they try to develop and nurture it with the little resources that they have. And then y'all meet the right people, audition for the right people, then y'all become the successful family. The Jackson 5, to the Jacksons, to Janet Jackson, to Michael Jackson. Very rarely does that happen. So when you have a family of 8, 9, or 10, you already have 3 kids, but you want to have 4, 5, 6 more. You got to think about the long run, the end goal. Like, okay, what am I going to do with all these kids? And I know to some it might seem selfish, but you got to think about it. Is it right? Is it fair to have all these kids when you know you can't really take care of them? And then it's like when the oldest one gets however old, oh, you can start taking care of them. Dijonay, watch your brothers and sisters. We're going to go out and have fun. All right, you did your homework? All right, watch your brothers and sisters. Like, is that fair? No.
I told you, Dijonay is coming back in a few minutes. Dang, where is she?
And that's the thing where, with the Proud Family, they never really explored that with Dijonay. We saw clips of it here and there. We just saw how she was so overwhelmed. And it's like, wow, this is what Dijonay had to deal with. You can see why she's so loud and rambunctious and selfish when she's with her friends. That's her way of coping. It's not the best way, but that's how it works sometimes. That's how it is sometimes. And in the reboot, season 3 of the reboot, which is coming out sometime over the next few months, I wish they dig deeper into that, Dijonay's home life, so we get to really see what she has to go through and ways that she can fix that and solve that with her family. Because, you know, of course, we know Penny is the main protagonist. We know so much about Penny, Oscar, Trudy, BB, CC, Sugar Mama, Puff the dog. But for season 3, I really want them to develop the other characters. I want to see more of the other characters at home. Dijonay, Maya, Zoe, even Michael. I want to see more of their home life. La Cienega, I feel like she's the second character that gets the most screen time when it comes to like her personal life. I want to see the other personal lives of the other characters. And with Dijonay's character for the reboot, I really want to see her home life on a bigger display with her rowdy 8 brothers and sisters, so we can really get to see another side of her.
I would like to see it.
With that, I want to ask y'all, how do you feel about parents that decide to have all these kids that they know they can't take care of? Do y'all have any personal stories with that? Y'all know anybody like that? Y'all know families like that? How do you feel that that affects Dijonay and her day-to-day life? The way she acts in public, in school, with her friends. And even though we know that's not an excuse, do you see the correlation between being the older sibling of 8 or 9 brothers and sisters and the way that may cause you to act when you finally get a break from them? And you with your friends and you at school and you have a crush on a boy, you might act a certain way because you don't get that attention or privacy when you're at home. So let's really dig deep into this discussion about the parentification of Dijonay in the comments, because I feel like there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to dissect with this. I can't wait to read your comments, interact with y'all. I know they're gonna have a lot to say because, you know, somebody always got something to say about Dijonay, including me. So I can't wait to read your comments and see what y'all think about this. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see y'all in the next video.